Hello, and welcome, all you wonderful, beautiful 2B Dicers. Welcome to another week of Star Wars Edge of the Empire, your wonderful, lovely cast and crew of 2B Dice Adventures. With me, as always, the cast and crew of 2B Dice, and I am Daddy Tarzan, 82855 on all social media platforms. That being said, let's go ahead and roll out the red carpet for our cast for today's episode. Starting off with the goodest boy who's never done anything wrong in his life ever, Ego.
Oh, I never start. Hi, I'm Ren. I go by mask Ren on the internet, and I play Ego, who is a Twi'lek scoundrel. And as our illustrious DM has said, has never done anything wrong in his life, but tries not to anyway.
Yes, hello everybody. My name is Jay, and I am playing the straightforward and analytical Kesh, the Chiss sniper / assassin. I'm very happy to be here.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Victor, also known as Victor the Story Weaver. If you are wondering what character does he play and you have no idea, that's okay. It's mostly because you can't see them, because they're very stealthy. I play Oho, a Ikani assassin, infiltrator, force user who has never done anything good in his life. And so be afraid, be very afraid. His brother, currently not present player-wise, is not here, but they are quite the duo, and they are currently reconnecting with a part of their past they didn't think they would need to reconnect with again. So what could possibly go wrong?
That means that it's my turn. Hi, I'm Matt. I play I'm War Tornado on the interwebs. We'll do that part first. And I play as Chavisto, the Nothuin pilot, best pilot in the galaxy, bar none. Han Solo, who dat? Poe Dameron, never met her. But yeah, Guy Hawkbat, fuck him. Anyway, that being said, he's here to fuck shit up, fuck one person up in particular, and he has a damn good memory, and he does remember that that last episode, in fact, Ego did something wrong.
Cue up the Law and Order SVU theme song. Dun-dun. Like Victor said before, we have one other cast member who is currently MIA, Son of a Ghost, or Oz, who plays Rawl, the Thursian and brother to Oho. He will hopefully be joining us. He might be just running a little late. Otherwise, I play everything and everyone else in this campaign that these wonderful cast members get to interact with, and I can't wait to see what they can get up to. That being said, there's plenty of other things that 2B Dice Adventures gets up to in their week by week, to include several other campaigns. If I recall correctly, we have a Dimensional Dial episode tomorrow. Would you like to speak on that a little bit?
Yes, we have once again a episode of the Dimensional Dial of Dr. Diago happening tomorrow. We are going to be going live 10 p.m. Eastern, which will be 7 p.m. Arizona time, because it's the only one that I have to ever do. It's going to be a good time. Everything is okay. Everything's fine, and nobody's going to have any issues at all.
Several of us will be in attendance of that episode as well. I will be joining them as well, but I will be late because I have a baby boy that has to go to bed. That being said, you'll be seeing several of us tomorrow at the posted time, so be on the lookout for that. Thursday, there is nothing locked in this week. So you have a free Thursday this week. Rejoice. And then Sunday, this Sunday we had Frontiers of Eberron, so there will be no Frontiers of Eberron next Sunday. So pretty light week this week. Not to worry. We'll have another week where we have a full docket ahead. But for the time being, all we got is Dimensional Dial in Star Wars: Edge of the Empire. With that concludes our announcements. Let us recap where we last left off on it with the party. We last left off with the confrontation between the party and the platoon of stormtroopers conducting. That's the wrong one. Forgot to clip the new one. There we go. 67. The party now collected by Pathfinder's 1st Regiment Oryx Squad and brought back to Voidfire Outpost. The party now has their foot in the proverbial door with the rebels, revealing their past history as a special forces unit known as the Mudhorns. Oryx Squad, now known as the Howling Hounds, were ordered to bring in the party, as there is more pressing matters at hand. Oho then takes it upon himself to sneak into the command center as Oryx Squad's commander and second in command make their way into the briefing room, where they learn of a daring rescue op that is in the works to rescue the cell's leader, Rev Garland. Oho volunteers his group in the midst of the brief and plans to ingratiate and utilizes this opportunity to ingratiate the group with the rebels, playing a vital role in the operation. Our scene now takes us back to the exterior of the command center as Oho reunites with the rest of the group. Where the rest of the story goes is to be diced. Our scene returns us back to the exterior of the command center at the center of Voidfire Base, or outpost. Deep within the endless forest and mountainous valley, or mountainous terrain, surrounding the landscape. This unassuming outpost bustling with life as the crew of Core Atlas begins to reassemble by the workshop, where a team of mechanics are hard at work, making quick shorthand of the ATST that was brought to them, disassembling the guns and the grenade launcher, starboard grenade launcher on the exterior of this walker. They remove them carefully and lower them down by crane as one mechanic begins to go to work at disassembling the legs from the main hull. The sound of ratchets in powered tools grinding against metal, buzzing throughout the outpost. The group now finds themselves reunited. Core Atlas, what do you do from here?
I mean, I would say that Oho would probably join the group after having shared all the information through the comms, give them a quick description of the room that he was in and the people present that he spotted. Just kind of like letting them know, like, okay, like this is what this particular like group of rebels looks like. This is what seems to be their force presence, like, you know,
Their-
how many fighters they got, what is the look of them,
Their operational capabilities.
yeah, their operational capabilities is kind of like what it seems to be. He would relay, obviously, if there's like all the details about the person we're supposed to rescue. If there's a holo image of that person, he would relay that as well.
Okay.
And yeah, and then it would be a very clear thing of if Kesh is following and present, like he's speaking. Oho is not that Oho is very like open most of the time anyway, but he's clearly being very deliberate with what he says.
Gotcha. Cash, Major Brell would have dismissed you from the command center, as he's currently just hard at work trying to formulate a actionable battle plan for the mission with the analysts. So he trusts you to take care of day-to-day business with the rest of the squad, overseeing everybody's recovery efforts and whatnot. So you ultimately have dictation over how your day goes. So
I also believed I volunteered to be the liaison between Core Atlas and the Rebel
Correct.
group.
Yeah.
And once leaving the base and getting on with it, calling in every 2 hours along with other things. So yeah, that's just
right, because you guys were planning on heading back to Fallian. That's right, or Fallian Throne.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you make your way outside to oversee the rest of the day operation. It is currently morning here on Folly at 9:30 a.m. of month 3, day 12. You see Core Atlas currently assembling outside of the workshop where the ATST is currently being disassembled. You interacting with them at all, or are you going to check on your squad first?
I think I'll check on my squad first.
Okay. You make your way towards Med Center, where Oleus is currently receiving medical attention for his blaster wound in the shoulder. You do see the body of Sheza currently wrapped and sectioned off, or in the section of the med bay where they prep for transport back to their home planet for the family to do with the body as they deem fit. Oleus gives you tries to reassure you that he should be back in operational condition in no time, not to worry about him. He's not one to sit around on his ass. So you feel confident in his recovery. With that in mind, you make your way over to the barracks, where Gil and Sathar, where did they go? Gil and Sathar. Yeah, Gil and Sathar are currently squabbling over minor things. It's typical. These two are brothers and are constantly bickering at each other, but they work really well together. Sathar treating... actually, he's not treating anybody, but yeah, they're just picking on each other while Sathar is getting his gear situated. He stopped by... He tells you that he stopped by the med bay to restock his medical supplies, and he's in full combat readiness. Gil reports that the speeders are currently receiving maintenance and refueling from the mechanics, and should be at full operational readiness by the end by midday.
I'm going to relay to all the squads, wherever they may be, that in 12 hours to meet just outside the barracks, or meet in the mid bay to sit with Elias to go over the next mission.
Gotcha. Gil and Sathar give you acknowledge your command and go back to their personal duties, as well as continuing their brotherly squabbles.
Also, halfway while they're doing the squabbles, they just hear from Cash, might I point out that squabbling is fun, but you misplaced 2 stim packs while squabbling, so I'd recommend getting that sorted first, before leaving the barracks.
You can just hear Gil, or Sathar, scold Gil. I told you to put that in your pack. You got me in trouble with Cash. Get your shit together. Sathar, you have your head so far up your ass.
There's a sly grin from Cash. It's like the microsecond of grinning because he enjoys seeing the sibling squabbles because it reminds him of when his parents were looking of him and his siblings.
Yeah. You go back outside and attend to your own personal duties. Chav, Oho, Ego, you guys by this point have received the full breakdown from Oho over what he's seen, the capabilities of this outfit here at Voidfire. Overall, these people are poorly funded, but they manage to maintain a certain level of operational readiness despite not having that funding. These guys are expert guerrilla fighters, more than capable of surviving without any resources.
The encounter that we had with the troopers when we met this group, were there any survivors?
The stormtroopers?
Yes.
No. Your brother tried to incapacitate them, but Major Brell said they're to eliminate everyone.
Just wanted to make sure. I think one of the first things also that Oho will do, especially once the morning arrives, is to check with, make sure that they can check with Jay about the dock, because the next thing that they probably need to do is get back to the city and move those ships.
Okay.
So that would probably be the next point of operation that Oho would bring to the party of, I think we cannot linger for much longer before our ships may be in peril and the dock may need to move.
Shall I call us a ride?
That would be fitting.
Pulls out a Game Boy Advanced.
Yeah, but it's not time for games, chap.
Oh yeah, right. He pulls out an N64 controller.
Nostalgia. You activate the remote flight system of the Northwind Chimera. Certain you're probably starting up. Well, you should be able to see through the cockpit of the Northwind, right? Or is it strictly autopilot?
It's not autopilot. It's remote piloting. So, like, I could still pilot it. I don't know if it's a camera view or if it's
you know
like
what? Yeah, you
view.
tell me how you would like your arrangement.
So I
for
would
this.
I would say it's probably a combination. They're definite me knowing safety of freight handling vehicles from 15 years in the freight industry. I would say Chav would spare no expense, simply with the design of the Wayfarer, the fact that the cockpit is on the right-hand side, and then the shipping container actually extends forward. There would have to be a camera implemented so that you can actually see what's on his blind side, or else he's not parking
Turning
anywhere.
left.
So legitimately, like, there's cameras probably dorsal mounted so that he can see what's going on. Probably one on the turret itself, probably one facing backwards, and then I would probably just do one side to side. That all with probably also on his display would have radar imaging so that he could probably get like anything that would pop up on the ship's radar also pops up on that display.
That's
So
fair.
he could accurately pilot it.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. You spin up the ship's controls. As you're looking through the various cameras that you have implemented on the exterior hull, you do see several maintenance workers kind of jump up out of surprise at the sudden activation of the ship.
Intercom.
Yes, you would.
I would definitely seeing that just kind of, oh shit, I forgot about that. Hey there, sorry, didn't mean to spook you. We got how we doing with the repairs?
Let's see who answers. This has been a while since I last used a character NPC generator. Let's see. Let's see who you interact with today. Where is it? There it is. All right. Yeah, it's not gonna be that. There you go. A Cathar. Okay. Very rare. You see a Cathar mechanic. Slender build, male in appearance, this orangish coat with dark tiger stripes all throughout the fur coat, piercing green eyes, the trademark feline slit pupils. Looks up at the camera and over his ears perk up as he catches your voice. All set. Your ship's refueled. Does boss know that you're disembarking?
I know, but I will be pulling this. I'm not with this. I'm remote piloting right now, but can you give me his chain code? I'll square up whatever we need, but I will need to get this thing into the nearest flight lane that I can.
All right. Yeah, we can set you up.
Yeah, I don't got any boots on. Do it, and like starts checking under hull cameras and stuff to make sure that he's not like mounted to the ground.
But we do have fuel lines hooked up. Hold on a second.
Hey, I ain't moving without you. No worries. I got you on comms.
Boys, unplug him. He's ready to go. Get everything unhooked. Let's go. Move it. And you just see the team all start breaking to disengage all the hoses and clamps and whatnot attached to the ship. And he gives you a thumbs up as he and the rest of his team gets a safe distance away from the ship before it starts taking off.
At this point, Chav is sitting, like, literally sitting in front of Oho, like this, just kind of sitting here doing a thing, and just kind of looks up. They're still, they're taking off the fuel lines. It's on its way.
I think there's a moment where Oho considers, looks at the group, and just kind of adds, we'll check with the rebels. We'll check with the squadron, make sure that there is a location a few miles from here that we can go to for you to take the Chimera. I think for safety would be best for it not to come all the way here.
Whatever their designated landing point is, just feed me the coordinates. I'll get her there.
I would say that I hope probably we check with Cash, since they're like the liaison at this point. Just
I'll
let
go
him know.
check with the rebels. Turns around, Kesh is there. Hey, Kesh.
Yeah. I'll go check with the rebels. He doesn't even turn. He just like says out loud, "You heard that?" And then expect. But yeah, so
Literally
he would
would not-
basically just check on making sure that there's a location that they may potentially just travel by foot or by some small vehicle far enough from their base ground so that the ship, when they picks them up, is not going to be too risky of a
Compromise
situation.
the base's location. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cash, you would probably you would be well aware of the standing operating procedures when it comes to maintaining operational security for the base. Landing zone is randomly generated. You just have to get clearance beforehand from command center, and then it's usually about 20 miles away from the operational base. So the analyst team will pick a designated zone and try and they're trying to keep the base's location in secret, so not every landing site is the same. So that being said, you'll also have to arrange transport to get out there as well, which you guys have speeder bikes at your disposal, so everybody's gonna have to double up on a speeder.
Fuck, we would have to. Damn it. I was like, I'm not doubling up on anything. I got a swooper. And then I was like, no, I don't. It is on, oh shit, it's on the fucking shuttle because it's Imperial tech and we wanted shit to look nice. One of my toys.
We gotta get you out of this area. So yeah, Cash, you spin up. Are you going without the team, or are you taking RX Squad with you?
Well, I will.
Actually, they have to get the speeder bikes back to base, so they would have to go with you to ride out, but they'll take the bikes back without leaving any evidence behind. Sorry.
Yeah, so effectively, I just say, we'll reconvene my speeder bikes in 12 hours. I need to relay the mission briefing with RX Squad as they will be coming with us. And another point of order. I just look at like a handheld comm. For your landing zone, it's recommended Sector B, Grid 5 is the location.
Very well. Let's get ready to move.
Mm-hmm.
Chad very much so becomes an iPad kid, just like literally like moving and just kind of has like a hand on like Rawl's shoulder to like make sure that doesn't go off course.
That would end
All
up
right.
giving you weaker eyesight if you stare at that screen for too long, but that's not my business.
Huh? What do you mean?
No buff out.
I think in this preparation and stuff, I think Oho's going to find an opportunity to approach Ego and have a moment of sort of, especially knowing that there's like a new squad that is going to join us and there's going to be new people involved and all that stuff. Having like now at this point figure out what like the strengths of Ego are. There's a moment where Oho sort of get close to them, looking around at the squadron that's going to join them and all the new people, and just, do you have any insights about these people?
Insights about like
Anything that may stand out to you? Either whether positive, negative, cautious, dangerous.
I will look at RX Squad. Let me see. That's not my character sheet. What's happening?
Infiltrator.
Yes. Can what would you say is a good reading?
To get a
thing?
vibe on somebody?
Yeah,
That would be cool.
cool. Sure. I'll do cool. And then I will use intense focus to upgrade the ability of my skill check.
So you're trying to get a. What are we trying to do? We're trying to get
I'm trying to get like a general vibe check of Auric Squad before I maybe use any kind of like further force powers. Because I can only. The way I've been rolling, it might not work at all. So you see if I see anything that gives me pause first.
Gotcha. Okay. Arc Squad. What are we working with here? Kesh, what's your both your is it wait, we don't have persuasion in this game. Charm. What's your charm and deception skills?
My deception skills, I have 2 ranks in. Charm is 1 ability check, 1 ability die.
So 2 proficiency in deception, 1 ability in charm. Okay. Probably should have had that DM'd to me, but oh well. YOLO. Let's see. So, actually, before we get started, let's go ahead and roll our luck points for the day. Did we already do that? We already did.
Yeah.
Look at that. You guys are already on top of it. Does somebody want to roll for Raw? Or do you guys want me to roll for Raw?
Let his brother do it.
Alright. Oh, could you roll for another force die for me?
Give me a 2-hour minute for the website to.
To refresh?
You can keep going.
Okay, so Oho or Ego, give me a cool check. Kesh, give me a general.
I was opposed.
Give me a. This is encompassing the squad. Okay. But Kesh is leading the charge, so. What is going on with RPG sessions? It is being laggy today. Sheesh. One sec.
Have too many units in there?
No, I've reduced it.
I think it's the actual.
Wait,
So-
Yeah, they did some updates. I've noticed because things broke. So.
oh.
2.
Tarzan, go yellow.
1. 1, 2. Okay. Okay. So you would have with the squad encompassed into it. You would have 3 ability die with charm, plus 2 proficiency, and 5 ability die for deception with your 2 proficiency as well. So
one after the other.
So your choice, it's the same. It's the same skill for both. So 5 dice in total, 2 of which is proficiency. So So go ahead and roll either your choice, charm or deception. Please remove the descriptor for it. And Ego, you go ahead and roll your cool check to oppose it.
And if it's deception, say it's how many ability die versus.
So 5 dice in total for both pools.
Okay.
But 2 of which is proficiency.
Gotcha.
You're supposed to remove the description, but okay.
I did. That's the thing. Cancelled it out, but.
That'll buff out. All right. Oh. Ego, you got 3 successes, 3 advantages against 5 successes, 2 advantages. So, these guys seem to be pretty much up to snuff. They're very, very task focused. Oleus seems to be the only one that is in a compromised state at the moment, but that's due to his injured nature. The only one that gives you the most problems when it comes to getting a general vibe from anyone is Cash.
Mm-hmm. But I know this. I think Ego will, after taking a glance around the various members of the squad, will look back at Oho. Not too sure. Everyone seems a little busy right now, and kind of glances in Kesh's direction. Can't get a beat on that one.
I'm not so concerned about them. And I think Oha doesn't really have anything else to say. Is basically where his mind is right now is there is always the potential of someone who may not be at the same wavelength of other people in regards of like their commitment to the cause.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's sort of like trying to discern if he can read anything of someone who may or may not be worth keeping an eye on.
So, some reasonable suspicion to have, for sure. With that guidance in mind, Ego, these guys seem very dedicated to their mission. Cash more so than anyone else. He's very pointedly task focused, and just giving out various commands to the rest of the squad as you see them organize the swoop bike squad convoy and stages the vehicles in preparation to take you guys out into the field. But these guys are very, very much invested.
I don't think Ego is terribly concerned about any of them in this moment. Because I think if they wanted an opportunity to do something to them, they had ample.
All right. With that in mind, what's your guys' next step?
this point, probably get to the ships and get the doctor safely into one of them.
All
Yeah,
right.
can we call Jay?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't remember who was like the point of contact of the group that was like reaching out. I don't know if it was Rawl or Chav
Okay.
or
I mean, Chev did because he's the last person who talked to him, but it doesn't have to be Chev. Just so long as A, we can get a status update, and B, let him know that we're coming.
I mean, I can check on them as well. But I would say that like whatever we're doing, checking on Jay and the doctor, we'd be doing while actively getting ready to depart.
At this point, Arc Squad, those that are not dedicated to the operation planning phase, all assemble the swoop bikes out front of the command center. Kesh, you have to report the convoy's destination and unit size and what you're bringing. The whole process of announcing a mission and whatnot. So you go into command center to brief both Major as well as operational command of the intended destination and the intended departure time and return date for the return time for the vehicles. The distance is 20 miles. With the swoop bikes, you can cover that distance in about half an hour. Just under half an hour. And by that time, you just have to double that time to guesstimate the general return time for the swoop bikes. So with all that calculation at hand, you give them a approximate return time. You put that at about, you guys took about 2 hours for refueling and staging. So it's currently 11:30. So if you depart now, it'll be noon by the time you get to the LZ, and the swoop bike should return by about 12:30.
Yeah, I gave a reasonable assumption of an hour and a half to 2 hours maximum. If you don't hear anything by 2 hours and 5 minutes, pack up the base and leave. Relocate, because that's a standard of hit and run rebel tactics. Just if you don't hear anything from the squad, get up and leave.
Right. All right. You got the go ahead from Major. He also hands you a code cylinder as well. Some news came in. Possible site of interest. Something to consider prior to our departure for the rescue op. Go over it in your own leisure. See what you think the capabilities are. And determine your own conclusion of the success rate to failure of this op.
Would I be able to do my own observations of Core Atlas while Ego was observing us?
You can do a retroactive pool versus their either charm or deception.
Would I be able to observe while the observing of the observing was happening?
Would I be able to observe the void of nothingness that is the beginning of time and space?
If you
That's a
Fucking-
formidable difficulty.
With ego alone, you're up against a real challenge here. Just ego alone.
Mhm.
But,
What are we looking for?
Ego,
yeah.
you're gonna. We gotta figure out the overall. Ooh, you got triumph. That's good. I don't even think Ego needs help on this one. Ego, or actually, I'm gonna leave that up to you. Do you guys want Ego to help in this overall group check, or you guys? Yeah, okay. Ego, go
That's
ahead.
part of the advantage of having ego.
Yeah. Do we want the face to do the face thing? Yes, I would love to have the face do the face thing.
Ego, go ahead and you. Because of your skills already so high as is, I'm not going to calculate what the others you already are going to have a high enough roll as is. So go ahead and make your choice a cool or a charm or deception check. Make sure you remove the description before making the roll. So we can leave it up to mystery.
Make sure you factor in all of your 9,000 scoundrel abilities that you have that will make your cool or deception checks, or charm or deception checks, just incredible.
If it's bad, I can re-roll it. Is the primary thing.
Question is it worth you to re-roll in this moment?
I will give you my reroll because I have natural armor as well.
Well, let's see what it is first.
Yeah, let's see.
You're up against one success, one triumph.
Oh, how
That's
fun!
nothing. That's nothing. You got this. My sense of
I
disturbance.
think I removed everything.
Okay.
Sheesh. Okay.
No,
Cash,
it's sheesh. I'm going on mute.
Cash, you do your own evaluation of Core Atlas. These individuals seem, although eccentric, very capable individuals. Ego does pose a bit of a mystery to you in his own right. Doesn't come across as a capable fighter in any form, but there is a very obvious charm to Ego, a swagger, if you will. Whereas it's very apparent what Chav's capabilities are. It's very apparent what Oho's capabilities are, and it's very apparent what Rawl's capabilities and Dove's capabilities. These guys are all frontliners, tanks, war engines in their own right. Ego just kind of stands out, bit of the oddball out, but other than that.
Why am I picturing a Sherlock Moriarty moment of both of them just observing and then just locking eyes with each other? just kind of like, I don't understand you, and you don't understand me, and this is an enigma.
I think the worst of it is that when you lock eyes, Ego just smiles at you.
Unnervingly, Kesh smiles back. And it's the most unnerving, uncomfortable smile I think Ego
Dead eyes.
may have ever seen in his entire life.
He does not react.
That's fair.
Yeah, Chiss are notorious for having very dead eyes. So yeah, it can.
Even if a Chiss was being genuine, you wouldn't be able to tell to get this solid red. Anyway,
all right, but yeah,
I give my observations to Midgebrel and just kind of leave the fascination with Ego out of it. That is my own personal observations of Ego, and I will not relay that. I just basically do a general. They are a well-defined frontline assassins and pilots.
Yes.
Our percentages of success has gone up by 20% with them being in this operation.
Yes. from the files on the Mudhorns, their capabilities alone is already untelling. I think with having them on board is going to drastically improve our odds to rescue Rev.
Well, if I was being completely honest, the percentages before they arrived was in the low 25s, and now it's gone up to above 50.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence, Cash.
Would you prefer me to
where'd
be-
you see my goggles? Where'd you see? Oh shit!
would you prefer me to lie, or prefer me to be blunt as always?
We need your pessimism to keep the mission focused.
As always. And I don't even wait to be dismissed. I just turn and go.
You very much get a sense Major is very much deep in the shit, trying to get this operation planned out thoroughly, make sure that you guys have escape routes on and secondaries and tertiary avenues of escapes. He's very much busy, so there's a very obvious lack of formality at the moment with him. And yeah, you make your way back outside. It's the vehicles are staged and ready, and you guys now have it is now about 11:30 and close to departure time for the convoy.
Anything to get? We don't have to have a full-on thing for this. We're just making sure that everything is okay with Jay and Doc.
You're okay. You make a quick call to Jay. He very enthusiastically reports Dr. Kratala's recovery is going well. She's currently conscious, and the cybernetic seems to be accepted by the body. There are no signs of rejection, and he is on track to make a full recovery.
The second part of that check would be of whether or not Jay has seen anything suspicious out of turn.
He does report that there has been officials coming by to inquire into the nature of the injury. When somebody shows up with a blaster bolt wound to the chest, it tends to draw attention of officials. So that he does his best, but he does recommend that you guys get there soon because he doesn't know how long his answers are going to.
Yeah, the moment that's relayed, it's like, we gotta go.
Because Dr. Kratala's coming back to consciousness allows them to interrogate her. So yeah, people are starting to prod now that she's awake.
Yeah.
Our squad timetable has sped up to 30 minutes. As soon as Oho is like, we need to get there, Ketch doesn't even question it. It's just, we need to get to Chimera like 10 minutes ago, so now it's a 30-minute stand-up time. And if anyone complains of like, we need to get the speeders in the right position, Ketch just gives one solid look. that could cause the blood in our squad to go freezing in the moment of, he's gone from I can manage this to either do what I say or I will do it myself.
Yeah, Gil is very, very notorious for talking back. I mean, he's an eccentric pilot. The dude has a lot of overconfidence, and so you anticipate him getting ready to mouth off, and you just give him the stare. And he just shapes up right back up, and
the minute his mouth moves, Kesh goes from giving the look to just staring, like his eyes open up slightly and staring at Gil. Speeders, 30 minutes now.
But with that, Orc Squad makes quick work, and these vehicles are ready to go. Everyone is mounted, and all that they're waiting on is for the crew to mount up.
Do I need to actively do anything to pilot the Nothoid?
By this point, you're nearing the landing, the designated landing zone. So you initiate the landing protocols, and the ship can take it from that point on. You're able to go full disconnect if you want to allow you to still remain vigilant in the environment while on your way to.
Then I will
Nothoid.
pilot the speeder.
You know what? Who are you taking the speeder from?
I don't care. Whoever will let me.
I mean, you get the sense that either Gil or Elias would probably be more than happy to let you drive, as they're more combat focused as opposed to drivers.
Yeah. For me, it sounds like Gil. Like, let her just kind of go up and just be like, "Why don't you let me drive that?"
You're gonna take the speeder from Gil?
Yeah.
I said Gil. My bad. Sathar. Sorry.
Oh.
Sathar, the combat medic. He's yeah. Gil is a pilot. He will get mad if you try and take his
Oh,
speeder from him.
no, I specifically have to outfly him. No. So, what were the two names?
Sathar, the brother of the two Trandoshan brothers,
So that he was.
and he's the combat medic. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
And
what?
then
I'm gonna take it from that guy. Because that sounds like if he needs his hands, he'll need his hands.
yeah, sounds good.
So just same thing. Walking today. Why don't you let me fly that?
You can handle it. Take it.
Can I? Okay. Alrighty. You're not piloting.
10 minutes.
It's ain't no A-wing or anything like that. It's just a speed. Alrighty. Yep. It's got a little giddy up, but hey, we got that.
Yeah, you guys get all mounted up. Cav with Sathar, Ego with who are you riding with? Elias, Cash, Gil.
Me. I offer.
All right. Ego rides with Cash. Oh you got your choice of Gil or Elias.
Paul's already at the city, just nobody saw him. I think I'll probably go with Gil.
All right, and then Rawl rides with Elias. Okay, with that, the party mounted up, Cav revving the engine, ready to get rolling. You guys accelerate and disappear off into the tree line, and with that, you guys make short work. Go ahead and everybody who's piloting, perform a piloting planetary check as we're going full speed through the forest.
Can I know what kind of speeder this is?
This is the 614 AVA speeder bike. It is currently available to the table now.
You act like I was gonna wait. There it is.
Would there have been any of the people of the squadron that would have given me a sense of like maybe they're not very good at piloting? Of the people left, it's for me to be like, maybe I'll do it.
Elias is pretty capable, I think. Let's take a look at his character sheet.
If they're capable, it's fine.
I mean, he's got an average piloting skill. Unless Gil is designed for piloting, so he's definitely capable.
Yeah, I mean, I only got one rank, but I have 5 green too. But
That's true.
so that's
Hey, does anybody need some successes?
Shit. You get a 1 boost die from the handling of the swoop bikes, and it's an average difficulty.
I was about to say because I have a skill jockey, so it removes 2 setbacks per rank of skill jockey.
I'll roll the.
Yeah,
there's no setback for it. I'll roll the difficulty, but.
One.
Wait, what? Sheesh. All right. Looking good. You guys are doing great. Elias needs to make his check now.
Still only counts as one.
It only counts as one. Fucking love it. All right, and then Elias needs a boost die with that. Good. All right. I think that's everybody, right? We got Gil. We got Elias. We got Kesh. Chav. Yeah, that's everybody. Okay. Yeah, short and easy work. These speeders have quite a bit of pickup to them. Lightweight vehicles, but fast and sleek design. They bolt off into the tree line as you get the go-ahead to take clearance from perimeter security, and you guys accelerate towards the destination. It's 20 miles northeast of your current position. You guys barrel through the forest, making your way towards the landing site. That being said, let's go ahead and who is taking the lead? I'm assuming Chav, since he's the pilotist of the pilots in this group. Are you waiting in convoy formation, or are you accelerating ahead of the rest of the group?
You're traveling a convoy. I'm not an idiot. Well, I am,
okay.
But not that kind of an idiot.
Okay,
as it probably quickly comes into a moment of like Chav going like, I could be a better point than whoever is point currently. Just kind of slide right into the spot and just immediately start giving like, alrighty, you're on my starboard side. Guys, come up the port, and everybody else, your anchor. Alrighty, everybody, keep it nice and tight. Keep your hands and arms inside the speeder bike at all times, and make sure you have your seatbelts on. Look out for any emergency exits. It's quite literally anywhere. And we're off. And it just goes.
All right. Kesh, since you are taking point on this convoy, go ahead and give me a perception check. I'm going to give this a hard difficulty.
Can I help, considering that will probably be keeping an eye on too?
That's fair. Yep. Well, you're not on the bike with Kesh, but Ego is. Ego, would you like to give the help action?
Yeah.
All right. Ego is helping Kesh, so Kesh, go ahead and take that perception check with a boost die. Perfect. 2 successes, 2 advantages. Okay. As you're speeding along, you're keeping your eyes on the horizon, more so above, as you are very, very much aware of the roving Imperial patrols, patrolling TIE fighters that canvass the area to try and locate the rebels' outpost. Seeing that, you are very much aware you have to go radio silent at this point, because they will be scanning for local frequencies in this area. And you give the hold command to everybody, and everybody comes to a complete stop under cover of the canopy of the trees above. You also would be aware that you need to deactivate the speeders to avoid detection, as they do get off radar's frequency, so they can be detected by computers. The only thing that you won't be able to avoid with your current situation is if they are monitoring life form activity, which is not likely in this area as there is a lot of wildlife to account for. So they'll more than likely be looking for signs of vehicle activity, more so than life. So
Well,
you give the whole.
Considering yesterday we did an ambush, there might be stronger. Kesh would have taken into consideration that there would be much more stronger Imperial response in the surrounding areas, including this one. So that might be not only just TIE fighter patrols, but also transport patrol with the TIE fighters, so it's quick response time. Avoiding main roads is paramount because there'll probably be way more Imperial presence along the main road, including the area where the ambush happened. So
You do know that that ambush took place 40 miles away from your current location. So, but your assessment's correct.
Yeah, the Imperials would do at least like a 120-mile radius search for like a good 3-4 days, just to make sure there's no presence around.
Right.
And so, given that, with the hold action, and literally all Ego hears is just, as I just turn the speeder off. Just like, just don't even react to it. Just.
Oryx Squad does, knowing the standard operational procedures, they too deactivate their speeders. No, not Oho. Chav. Sathar whispers in your ear, the speeder.
Eh? Oh.
And with that, you guys listen in anticipation as the TIE fighter screeches overhead. The stinking feeling in your gut as you... Not that one. There we go.
All right, roll initiative.
And we're dead.
That sinking sensation in your gut as this TIE fighter patrol passes overhead, hoping that they don't detect you guys' position. Let's see. I need to do a computer's check. This is a perception check. So I need everybody to do a stealth check at this time.
Okay.
I will also say, considering the fact that we're keeping an eye on these things, Oho would use his perception, including his eye, to scan not just the TIE fighters above, but everything around him, activating also his thermal vision, just in case there's anything within the range of the cybernetic eye that may look like a humanoid form potentially in the vicinity.
Interesting. Let's see what these guys' capabilities are.
Not good. They suck.
Anybody needs some successes, you can borrow some.
Yeah.
Well, look who just remembered that he can stealth.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Kesh and Oho. My God.
I'm gonna take
Oh,
another
it
stream.
literally came down to one
We are going to be
advantage
absolutely
difference.
terrifying.
We gone. We gone. We're not here no more.
Yeah, we're out.
We gone.
Literally, Sathar and Ego spoke once, and then just like they went.
We left the sector at this point.
Hey, where'd they go?
Mm-hmm.
Ego scrambles to grab the handles of the speeder bike because now they're alone.
All right. So far, it looks like everybody manages to maintain, avoid detection.
I'm not
here we go.
made to be hidden. I made for the opposite.
Did you roll? Oh, perception. There you go. There it is. I was gonna say, did you even roll?
Probably didn't. I more than likely didn't even need to. But,
Do
Yeah.
you want me to roll the perception as well, or is it not? We shouldn't bother.
You guys are currently deep in the forest, as Kesh pointed out. You guys are actively avoiding main roads, using tree line as cover. So I would say it would only come into play when you guys come up to streets, whenever you need to pass a main road or whatnot. But as of in this current scenario now, no. You guys are perfect. Your concern is more airborne as opposed to ground level.
Yeah, if at any point it becomes relevant, you can let me know. Otherwise, we can straight.
Will do. I got you. The TIE fighters pass overhead. Two fighters, one bomber, and they pass in a wedge formation overhead. You see as they begin to bank left, your stomach sinks for a moment, but they seem to be doing a wide arc, and they begin to disappear over the horizon, passing a mountain range and disappearing from sight.
This is not going to bring them at all into contact with the Chimera, is it?
No, you had already landed the ship.
Okay.
So it's already by this time in the interaction, your ship's already landed and out of sight for the time being. Once the TIE fighter patrol disappears over the mountain range, you give the go-ahead to reignite the speeders, and you guys speed off. And with that, you guys speed off once more. You guys are currently about this point in time 5 minutes out from the landing site. And as you speed forward, you start flipping through your telescopic vision as well as your thermal, scanning the horizon. As you pass over the main road that runs from east to west, taking a quick short halt before crossing over. No pedestrians, no patrols. You give the go-ahead, and Kesh bounds across with Ego. Except position. Elias bounds across. Sathar, Chav, and Gil. And then you guys shortly arrive to the landing site of the Nothwan Chimera. The ship landed in a clearing just off the side of a small local pond. The area uninhabited, but populated by local wildlife. You guys take a quick short halt at the edge of the tree line as you observe to see if there's any activity around the ship. It seems to be untampered and devoid of any activity.
Chav would advise everybody to wait at the tree line before asking Oho to accompany him while they sweep the ship.
Okay.
In or an hour.
Any outie.
Yep.
While we wait, Kesh is going to do a relay for everyone to disembark the speeders and perform a tree line sweep.
Yes. Our squad dismounts and quickly sets up a overwatch perimeter, sweeping through the immediate vicinity, making sure there's no Imperial patrols observation equipment, so on and so forth. And let's go ahead and I'll have Cash do a perception check with 3 boost die, as you have 3 people helping you observe the tree line. Chav and Oho, you guys are scanning the ship, I believe.
I do have a scanner.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a computer's check with a boost die as well. Average difficulty. And then Cash, you have a hard difficulty since you're covering a larger area.
You said average difficulty?
Correct.
Oof.
All right. Cash, do you spot off in the distance a patrol? Not a patrol, a civilian vehicle passing from coming from the west. You give the halt signal as everyone takes a knee and behind cover continues to observe as this craft approaches. It seems to be it's traveling on the road. Civilian model, another speeder truck, seeming to leaving the general direction of the Falleen's throne, the city. The direction they're heading is indicative of farmland, or they're heading towards farmland. They probably came to the city for supply and are returning back to the farm land to continue their business. Chav, with the scanner out, the two of you begin to go over the exterior hull of the Nathulin Chimera. There does not appear to be any devices of unknown nature on the vehicle. Seems to be in proper order.
Okay. And how was the patch job?
She's looking good.
Right, but with the check that I already made.
She's looking good. It's been 2 or 3 days since she was grounded.
3 days, I think. Which means that she should be back to full, right?
That's 1 point of hull. 1 point of hull trauma a day.
Oh, then she still got 2.
Well, actually, let's take that's natural recovery. Let's see what the mechanics would be able to do additionally. 1 second.
Okay.
Give me my mechanics. And I get mechanics. I need a refresh. There we go. Where's my mechanics? Let's have Elias be the mechanic. The stand-in mechanic. It was below half the hull threshold, right?
Yeah.
So easy difficulty. Roll mechanics. They would have been able to do 3 extra points of hull trauma.
So then they are. She is back in business.
All
100%.
right. Good for you. And good on them for getting the work job done sooner than expected. As you're looking over the repair work, the welding is in tip-top form, done extremely professionally. These guys are very skilled in their work. They have removed some of the patchwork from the TIE fighter that you utilized and replaced it with more permanent and similar material as the Wayfarers make. So less of a standout repair job and more uniform. And yeah, the ship's in working order.
All right, can we sweep the inside now?
Go ahead and make another computers check. Average difficulty.
Okie dokie.
Gonna help.
Yep, that's with the help of Oho.
Oh, did I have Oho's help the first time? God damn.
Yeah.
Then technically I should roll another boost die because I didn't do that. I have a boost die from my Verpine Gauntlets originally. So this might turn my one failure into nothing. Yay. So instead of having one failure last time, I have 0 successes and 1 advantage. Yay.
You notice with that one advantage, they renewed the paint on the surrounding patchwork.
They renewed, like, they didn't change it. They went
Put a
over
fresh
it.
coat. Yeah, they did a new coating to make it more uniform, to make the repair job not stand out.
Chav literally like has a moment where he looks, he's like, something's off, and then he looks, he goes, oh no, wait, they did it better. All right, cool. It turns But I'm gonna
All
take it that with no successes, that I don't find anything on the interior again.
With no
Kill
successes. You are so suspicious, and I love it. With 3 advantages, they did some interior work as well to repair some of the warping that was done from the blast. Your common area took the brunt of the blast. You see in the overhead paneling, they got new panels up. They double welded the outer shell or the interior shell of the hull to make sure that the repair holds firm. The scanner reads that your ship has a complete what's it called? Atmospheric seal, so you don't have to worry about any seepage of atmosphere. Your ship's in great working order.
Chav would put the scanner away, look to Oho, give him a nod, head back down the gangplank towards where he last saw Oryx Squad in the tree line, and just kind of
They're about 10 meters to the left since seeing the truck.
That's fair.
All is literally just like adjusting the gesture of Chav's hand, like he's doing like this, and all just kind of goes.
Yep. At which point, Ketch goes, Oryx Squad, normal defense pattern around the ship. and then Kesh strides out of the tree line on the other side.
You guys may Oryx Squad spreads out, kind of relocates closer towards the speeders now that Kesh begins his departure. The rest of the squad, or the rest of Core Atlas, now has the go ahead from Chav as you guys start to reunite at the center of this open clearing, and you guys are all within talking distance of each other.
ship's all good. Everything.
This is an extremely functional ship.
Chav's gonna kind of like tilt his head because he hasn't quite gotten a read on Kesh yet, and then look, like lean over to Oho and go, "Did he just insult my baby?"
Does it matter?
It does. It does matter.
That is the highest compliment I could give to one ship, and I've seen several.
All right, I'll buy that.
All just kind of adds, yeah, it is. I guess this is quite functional. And then he just walks.
Anyways,
Would you like some Andorian ice for that burn? As he walks onto the ship.
Ooh. That's a vodka. You didn't know.
Andorian ice.
I had a credit for every time that somebody was trying to get inside my head. I'd have 2 credits. And one of them would
Damn.
explode.
Ego will just pat Chav on the shoulder and then walk onto the chimera.
Chev mounts the Mouth-One Chimera, begins all takeoff protocols, and we begin to make our way back to something or another throne.
Falling.
That's the one.
Falling throne.
That's what I said.
And Kesh will relay to the Orc squad what the mission is, as well as just to be ready in the next less than 24 hours. Because if we've got 2 days to prepare, I want them ready by 1. Follow up with that is inform Major Brow that I will be on comm in the next hour and a half.
Shthar, with you departing, assumes command of the squad at this point. Understood. We'll get the squad back to Voidfire. Await for your direction.
Additionally, on top of that, any amount of creativity that any of you come up with to make that fuel refinery station less operational, bring it to Major Brell. And I look directly at Safar with that. It's like, just any creativity.
We'll think on it.
Creativity is not my wheelhouse, that's more all of yours.
I'll think on it, boss.
Dismissed. And turn around and go back into the Chimera.
The Orc squad mounts back up. One of the speeders is now unmanned, so you see as Elias kind of attaches a magnetic tether to the or compacts it and loads it up onto the back of the his speeder, as they are compressible. It's pretty cool. And the squad quickly disembarks from the location, avoiding detection. The Mouth-One Chimera's engines spin up, and it begins to depart.
Weirdly enough, Kesh will actually just go and sit in the co-pilot seat, because I also have mount.
You were what?
I also have the ability to, as an incidental, mount and unmount vehicles.
Get out of my talent tree.
Love it.
It's part of the operator skill tree, okay?
I guess that's fair.
I don't get to
Honestly,
use it very often.
I will only allow this to happen because usually the person who sits in the co-pilot seat is Rawl. Actually, Oroho.
Usually. But it has since pretty much predominantly been occupied by Scout.
True, because we've all been on 17 different ships.
Yeah, you guys got the whole ass armada. We got to get you guys a central base.
True, let's just do that. Just
Just give it to you.
these are the ships we're looking for.
You guys begin to make your way towards Falling Throne. You get a report from Jay at this point that there's been a lot of movement at the hospital. At this point, there's more officials kind of starting to show up. Peter, quit being an asshole. Fuck. She just bit the shit out of me. But yeah, you're getting reports that there seems to be activity stirring up at the hospital, and people are starting to ask about the doctor. With that, you kick the ship into overdrive, making your return back to the landing port. I think I gave you 7B. Let me see if I wrote it down.
If there is a section closer to the hospital, or if I can land at the hospital, I would.
Without clearance, no.
I'd ask for clearance.
Go ahead and
This
catch.
time, Kesh is gonna ask about Jay. Kesh is gonna ask about the doctor. Obviously, he's not gonna get every bit of information, but it's more just along the lines of how important is this woman? How important is this doctor? How important is this this person by the name of Jay? And if officials are asking, then in that case, Kesh pulls out a helmet to cover his features, and he's gonna attach gloves so he doesn't reveal that he's Chiss, and just basically pop the helmet on.
I think
Alright.
I'll just basically let him know. All you need to know is that we are going to be extracting them and retrieving them before things could get potentially more compromised. They are top priority.
Understood. Then in that case, we let the ones do the talking to the officials, and me, can get them out.
Ooh, this sounds like a job for Ego.
Mm-hmm.
It painfully does.
As you arrive into the airspace of Falling Throne, Jav, you're trying to be insistent about landing as closely as possible to the hospital. They will not give you clearance. You're not a licensed medical freighter. That space is reserved for emergency vehicles only. Despite
Can
as
I
much as
give them Guy's transponder code?
how would you have that?
I was in a armada with him. Of course I would track where he was going if I was able to. Or whatever one he would have given me. But so
Guy
long as
would-
it pops up as
Guy,
who he
you're
is.
asking for Guy's contact?
No,
Not
transponder
asking
code, which
for
is
it, just give it to them because they
You're-
said that I don't have a licensed medical vehicle.
transponders
But I'm gonna
are located on the ships themselves, unless you can hold. It's a vehicle ID, so
Mhm.
unless you stole Guy's vehicle ID, which would leave Oho or a guy without a transponder.
He would have had like a box with a bunch of like replacements. It's fucking Guy.
But I'm gonna say that's gonna be a no-go, my guy. You could probably give him his identification chain code if that would have been something. I mean, you have his contact chain code.
Oh, I'm for sure he had his contact chain code. He gave that shit out to everybody. Like it was candy. He also gave out candy.
He did. Snacks.
Good business.
That being said, I mean, you could try the chain, his contact chain code.
No, just so long as I can get. If they don't let me at the hospital, like I will land at the closest available
spot.
spot.
Which the only place that would be allowed would be the spaceport, which it wasn't that far away to begin with, but it was about 10 minutes walking. Yeah, freighters landing in the city not generally allowed. So
How do they move the freight? No, I'm kidding.
much to the dismay, they tell you to land at air traffic control tells you to land at the spaceport. And with that, you guys begin to rush out the vehicles and towards the hospital at this point. Do you guys have any transport, or are you guys going on foot?
Remind me, how far was the hospital from the docking
Ten-
space?
From the spaceport, it's a 10-minute distance on foot.
I think 10 minutes is fair.
You guys begin to make your way towards the hospital on foot, rushing past Dockmaster, who kind of like looks what's the word?
Flustered.
Bewildered.
Flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted as the ship that just disembarked on its own returns with the full crew. And with that, we'll go ahead and take this time to take a quick 5-minute intermission. Everybody go ahead and resituate yourselves, get hydration, snacks, whatever it is you need, and we'll be back to continue the story in 5 minutes. Hello and welcome back, all you wonderful 2B Dicers. Listen to my sultry voice as I take you back down memory lane. Just kidding. Thank you, Matt, for giving me the confidence.
I've been edged of the Empire.
The pun master in his prime, if you will.
Just glad that Ren missed it. Otherwise, I'd be getting scolded right now.
What did I miss? What
Nothing.
happened? What
Time
happened?
Levon.
No.
Tune in next time, Ego.
The one time I don't take my headphones with me.
Again, welcome back, all you wonderful 2B Dicers. Let's go ahead and return ourselves back to the scene. The Core Atlas crew has just arrived to the city of Falling Throne, a city of towering spires, bustling streets, and the home of the species known as the Falleen, a reptilian sentient humanoid species that preside over this planet. The crew racing through the streets towards the hospital where Dr. Kratala and Jay, formerly known as... I forgot Jay's full name. Jay, where'd you go, buddy?
No, that's his real name. So now, if anybody in the Empire ever tries to figure out who he is, they can't because the
Jarvis.
GM doesn't. Damn it.
Jarvis Delaney, former petty officer of the Nullifier. Jay notified the crew that city officials have begun inquiring with Dr. Kratala about the nature of her wounds and how they were acquired, and that spurred some urgency in the recovery of Dr. Kratala before any deeper delving can go into her history. Go ahead, Chav.
Point of order. Making sure that everybody is aware that, number one, Jay was around when Chav, the only thing that he said to doctors was that she was, in fact, the navigator on the Nothwan Chimera, and that is her purpose. And that Chav would filled in specifically Ego on that fact because Ego is likely going to be taking the helm of this conversation.
That's fair. Jay would be telling you guys the nature of the questions that she received as he was present there. These would be standard procedure questions for somebody showing up with a blaster bolt to the chest. How do you remember how you were injured? Are you currently in danger? Is the person responsible for your injuries part of your crew, so on and so forth? So these people are trying to inquire whether or not this person is being... Oh, actually, Jay would not have been allowed to be present for the questioning because he would have been potentially deemed responsible. That's a good point.
I would argue that would have been the first moment where Jay would have contacted or someone in the party.
He probably would have been able. He probably could have overheard the questionings. He probably didn't go too far, or probably went into a room adjacent to try and hear the questioning.
How long ago were these questions?
They just started today because she just got consciousness today. So they're delving into whether they're trying to find out if she's in danger. I mean, somebody showing up to the hospital with a blaster bolt to the chest and a heart replacement requirement. That's cause for red flags for the government.
We don't have anyone with like very good hacking skills, do we?
Closest we have
Your
would be
brother.
Dove is good.
I think that Dove is better than Rawl.
I
For
didn't know
hacking?
if his new enhancement did anything.
Oh, that's a good point.
Increase his intellect and give him an internal computer that he can work with.
Because here's what all would be presenting to the party about these questions. They need to make sure that whatever information is being taken, one of the first things that Oho is thinking is, first of all, whether or not the doctor has given her real name. Second of that, whether or not she has mentioned her profession. If either one of these things has been mentioned, they can, but he wouldn't like to leave without making sure that that data is erased. Because if the report of a doctor with a blaster shot to the chest gets to a particular individual, that is very, very not good.
That's a good
So
point.
did I give Tarzan ideas right now? Yes, but will he take them? No, because he knows that I will kill him.
And considering
In
Pauline
real
is
life.
heavily in the Empire's clutches as well, if anyone was to figure out that the doctor was there, it wouldn't just be one particular ISB agent that would figure it out. There would be a lot, because separatists, ex-separatists individuals tend to have a high price on their head and tend to be wanted by the Empire. So if anyone figures out who she is,
Dr. Cortella is very much a very high-profile target. She was. You guys, well, Archie would know. Well, actually, would Archie know? I guess he would have learned a little bit. Dr. Cortella was.
Archie would not have cared.
Dr. Cortella was sought for by the Emperor because of her skills.
Mm-hmm.
That's
what I mean is need to exfil and get her out. As
that being said, Cortella would know that she needs to keep her name a mystery. She's not giving that out freely, especially on a planet that is Imperial controlled.
And Oho would have made sure that no identifiers that she would have had on her person would have been with her anyway. So she wouldn't have any items on her.
Identification code and all that. Yeah. So they're very much trying to divine her identity as well as trying to figure out if her life is in danger from her crew or whatnot. If it was her crew that did this to her. So yeah, she probably is stalling as much as she can, but it is a matter of time at this point. So, you guys make your way to the hospital at this point. You guys are entering the main passageway. There's a receptionist at the front who greets you as you're approaching. A Celestin male nurse greets you. Hello, welcome to the emergency care. How can I help you?
What's the room number that Jay gave? We have it. It's the most
Yes, you guys
important
would know what room number it is, which it would be 7 B floor, room 27.
thing.
Floor BB, room 27.
I probably would have asked Raul as well to use the big brain of his, because I don't know if he already attempted to do a hack or something in the system, but to potentially find something, if he could try to hack into any part of the system of the building or the area, whatever is easier, to create potentially a blackout or something in a particular moment that would allow for a distraction. Oho is probably going to go in, but Oho is going to go in the way that he goes in, which is Oho's not there. But Oho is trying to organize the people. He knows Ego can do the talking, so Ego can be the person that is going to be distracting. Chav also is very good at doing the talking, not because he can be convincing, but because he's annoying as hell. So he can do that.
I was actually going to have a different
I-
purpose for Chev. Hanging out by the nearest fire alarm.
If those are
Hell
a
yeah.
thing, absolutely.
Yep.
Cash has proven to
Those
be
are a thing.
Cash has proven to be a stealthy individual as well. So,
Yeah.
I would basically make Cash the poltergeist that is going to basically make sure that shit's happening that people don't understand why it's happening.
Mhm.
Also,
If
because
Oho go gets the doctor and Jay, Cash is going to basically run the turret with the officers, because he's a rebel. That's what they're known for. So, yeah.
Your strategy makes me nervous, but I'm also excited. This was great. All right. So starting the scene off at the receptionist's desk with Ego.
Mhm.
The Celestin male nurse greets you. You have the room number in mind. Floor B, room 27.
Ego is going to approach the desk and have the affect of enough concern but not looked panicked. Sorry. One of a crew member of ours got brought here the other day. I'm trying to find her. I'm basically like making it known that I'm looking for this person.
Okay.
If he then goes to contact anybody about that.
Okay. Sounds good. So you're looking for. You tell him you're looking for who exactly?
If we had to give them a false name
To check
when
her
checking
in.
her in, Chav would have told Ego.
Yeah.
Whatever that would have been, I didn't come up with anything in the moment, but if they would not have admitted her without a name, then Chav would have just given them something.
Mhm.
Yeah, they I mean, somebody
They-
showing up with a heart, with a blaster wound to the heart, but still alive. I guess I don't think they would have had too much time to get too much vitals from
They-
you, or
They would have needed a name.
they would.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, Chav, go ahead and give me a name.
Oh no. I can't even do this for my own characters. What do you mean? Chav would have given them the name. It's going to be Leia or Organa, but spelled differently.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Like spelled so like you hear Leia Organa, and he's like, no, not that one, and then spells it out, and it's going to be different. So it's going to be like
Oh, I love that.
Layah, and then it's going to be like ORAGENAY or something like that.
Lagana Oria.
Just going to absolutely be something like it. Just
Absolutely
something to make
unhinged.
them look up, and then just like when they go, what? And then he goes, no, not that way. This happens all the time. And then, because that's how Chav gets through everything, makes something seem like it's normal.
Okay. Okay, so you have that name. For visual purposes for the audience, this hospital that this crew just now enters is a 6-level hospital. You see Ego going through the front. Chav makes his way into the interior of the hospital as well, but he breaks away from Ego as Ego makes his way to the receptionist desk. Oho and Kesh, you guys are approaching from the east. This hospital's west facing. What's your guys' route of plan of attack? How are you getting into this hospital? Front door. You said I saw in the chat you guys are you're stealthing in. So I need to figure out how you guys are getting in.
I'm pretty live and thin. Are there any air ducts, vents, anything of that nature that I can?
Not accessible from the ground. You would have to get into the interior and get up to the roof. Unless you want to try and scale the hospital from the ground, if you have a grappling hook or something like that.
Yeah, but I can
So-
have. I also can hand Cash a grappling.
There's fire exits on the exterior, obviously. Emergency exits all over on the ground level. You can get in through that if somebody goes through one of those doors. A back door where supplies are shipped and whatnot brought in. So you could sneak in through the back, through the supply area. I mean, obviously you're going to avoid detection because you're you. But
I think Cash, because if Cash knows the level the doctor is at, the room number, knowing that Cash will get there probably about roughly the same time that Oho will get there, because how stealthy both of them are. Coordinating both of those, barely any words spoken between two, and he's going to go through the back entrance and then make enough distractions to get the attention of the officials that are interrogating the doctor. That specifically.
Okay. All right, Oho, what's your plan of attack? Are you taking the roof option?
Attack? No.
He's entering through the front.
Okay.
He's doing that thing where like Ego enters. He basically enters right behind Ego and has that moment of like moving to the opposite side of where the reception is, as if it's just the person that is just making their way to wait for Ego to have the conversation. He's going to stay in the periphery of the person that is having the conversation with Ego. He's going to pretend that they're going to step outside. He's going to have the moment where the door sort of opens up again, as if they're about to exit, when he's keeping an eye on the person being their eyes on Ego, and making them register the sound of the door as the person is exiting, and then he's actually going the other direction.
Okay. So the main receptionist area does have access to the ER, which would have interior access to the hospital. So you could make your way into the ER doorway. You would notice that it does have RFID register in order to access these doors. So you spot that out and you time your plan, your route. You watch as a team of doctors. Go ahead.
By any chance, the person that is at the desk, is their card of access on their person or on the counter, or like on their desk by them?
Roll me a luck point.
How do I do that?
Force die.
Force die. Guess not.
The badge is currently attached at the waist of this Sulliston individual.
Okay.
If you like to snatch it, it can be done. It is a skullduggery check to do so.
No, it isn't if I'm using the force.
Can I assist? Ego, I think if you told Ego what your plan of attack was, Ego is going to act as if they aren't reacting fast enough and start being like, listen, I already know where the room is, in order to like make enough of a fuss to try to get through without the proper thing that they might have to stop him.
You said that I still can time it so that I can enter with other people that are coming in.
Correct. That is an option where you can acquire a badge and gain access that way.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that just because the reception person, I feel like it's in a very specific location. I think like me trying to get closer to that area would be a little tricky.
It is very centralized. There is a backdrop to a back wall access to the office. There is a lot of movement in this area, so the likeliness of trying to steal a badge from somebody in this it is hard, but there is a lot of risk in doing so.
Yeah, I think he's gonna more do the timing game.
Okay.
Which he has done before.
All right. So, Ego, you're keeping this. You begin talking up this Sulliston male. About 5'4", orange tuft of hair, slicked back, tan skinned, dark black eyes. You see, you don't see, but you do feel Oho lingering, just a bit of a ways off, near you. You get a sense. Your initial instinct is to assume that he's trying to find a badge to get access, and you start leaning and trying to talk this individual into exposing himself enough to allow Oho to take the badge. But your innate ability to understand people's surface thoughts, you quickly realize Oho's intentions are focused on a pair of doctors that are just walking past the receptionist's desk. And they take a sharp left, cross behind you, and make their way towards the ER. And you feel Oho's presence shift in unison with these doctors. Oho, go ahead and give me a stealth check. And our scene's going to continue with Ego at this time. The Sulston nurse receptionist listens intently to your inquiry. You're looking for a individual. Light went out.
Leia Organa.
There's I don't recall having anyone admitted under the name under that name. Is there a specific way of spelling this?
Yes, this happens a lot. And it's going to say so. It's LAYAH. You got the H to the end. Okay, and then the last name. Bear with me. Is ORG. That's fine. Another H. That's the thing. People always miss the second H, and that's what normally causes an issue because there's two H's and people aren't expecting it. And then N apostrophe. You know, we love an apostrophe. And then there's two A's, but the first of the two A's is capitalized to ensure that you have the emphasis on that first A. And then the second A, or is it the second A that's... No, it's the first A that's capitalized, and then the second A is not.
Yeah.
This
Intriguing.
is 1000% exactly how Chav would have explained it to you.
Interesting. Okay. We do have somebody under the admitted to that name.
I would hope so. This is a hospital.
There's a very interesting name. Is she Redataki?
No.
The name, the spelling just gives off Redataki. I was just curious. All right. Well, she's in room B27. Currently, it's going to be some time before she's allowed visitors at this time. The city has deemed her case of a level of in importance, and they are currently conducting an investigation into her the nature of her injuries. So I can't. I unfortunately cannot allow you to see her at this time.
No, well, I mean, if they need help with anything, like I'm here, I'm available. Like I can go up and clarify anything that needs clarifying. She's part of my crew.
Give me an average charm check. I'm going to cash in a token to upgrade that difficulty to a challenge of 1.
Okay.
You want me to roll the difficulty, or do you want to roll it?
You can hold on. Because I am going to suffer a couple strain to downgrade the difficulty of that check by 2 using Congenial. Because I have 2 ranks in Congenial.
Okay. Motherfucker, you just counteracted my token? You just counteracted my fucking token. That's some bullshit. You just made me waste a fucking dark side token for that? You suck.
We love you, Tarzan.
All right. That downgrades it to an easy charm check. All right, here we go. Nothing. Great. You know, you don't even have to. Okay, you rolled. Too late. I can't have nothing nice.
When it comes to charm, no.
Take that back. There's a bomb in my head.
That wasn't nice. That was spite. Okay. You see the Sulston kind of get a little bit flustered in the moment. You get a sense that he wants to be able to help you, but you understand that his hands are tied in this moment. He has no authority to subvert the current standing order over this patient, which is to not allow guests at this time. So you can see him kind of conflicted in the moment, and you get a sense he wants to help you. He probably just needs a little bit more of a nudge.
More of a nudge. All right.
Basically, I just want to see how you roleplay out how you convince this guy to let you break the rules.
What did you say he was?
He's a Sulston, about 5'4", 160-pound individual. So he's got a bit of a belly to him, but overall very athletic for his build. Orange hair, slicked back, just like a weird, like the Troll's doll, orange hair, slicked back, and I'd say if you're looking for like a positive trait to try to flatter him with, I would give him. He's got a very stylized Fu Manchu thing going on.
Thank you. Ego is going to look a little disappointed. Lean on the counter a little bit. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not trying to get you in trouble or anything. Like, I was just trying to see how she's doing. But if any of those officers want to come talk to me, but I'm not actually in that much of a hurry right now. I'm actually and he's going to again affect looking at the Sulston and then looking at the goatee, smiling a little bit, and then looking down. I'm actually having kind of a nice time talking to you. Do you spend like do you like originally like this is like the kind of thing that you like want to be doing all the time, or are there like
I mean, practice of medicine's never I mean, I've invested a lot of time into it. I was kind of hoping to be a doctor, but the level of education required is a bit intensive, and I'm more of I enjoy traveling a lot, so more so utilizing this as a means to facilitate those travels. I mean, as a nurse, I get pretty good benefits and whatnot. I'm able to take a month off of work to.
Oh, where do you
travel
like to? Where do you like to travel to?
Oh, I've been to a bunch of places. I've done some nature hikes out on Endor. I did a retreat on Kashyyyk with some of the tribes out there.
Wow.
I'm very much an outdoors type man, if you will.
Yeah, I don't really. I always admire people that tend to like enjoy spending time in nature and things like that. I grew up in the city and all these kinds of things, so I don't really get to get out that much.
So get this. There's a submersible retreat on Manon that I'm saving up to. Yes, you're underwater for an extended period of time. Get to check out the underwater city on Manon. It's a beautiful experience. I'm saving up currently for that. That's my next planned retreat.
Oh, that sounds
It's just squirming.
that sounds incredible. The thing about me is I would never want to do something like that by myself. Is the thing. It feels more like something you'd want to share with someone, you know.
Yeah.
Seeing a beautiful underwater city. It's like an experience you can have by yourself, and you can make memories. But I feel like sharing memories is like some of the best part.
Yeah. That's been the hard part. You don't really get to have much of a personal life in the field of medicine.
Wait, are you telling me you're not with a goatee like that? You're telling me you're not with anyone?
You see him turn a bright shade of red at this point. He's just like he's bashful, but a quick wave of embarrassment just sweeps over him, and he's just like, "Oh,
I'm sorry. Was that to my? I didn't realize it just came out. I'm making an ass of myself. I'm so sorry.
Oh no. It's been kind of hard trying to establish a dating life here in Falleen. I mean, the predominant population is mostly Falleen, and they tend to date locally. So.
Yeah, I can understand that. I kind of struck out a little bit myself. Yeah. So start out there, but you know, leave me alone.
Well, yeah.
Well,
right.
I mean, it looks like I'm gonna be here for a little while anyway. If I can't get up to see
okay.
them.
Tell you what. There's a waiting room upstairs. All right. I can't give you direct access to the patient, but if you wait upstairs, I'll let the officials know that you're willing to talk to them.
That's not gonna get you in trouble, right? Like I'm really not trying to.
No. You'll be fine as long as you don't go into the hospital floor. I should be fine.
What's your name?
Terry. Terry's my name.
Terry. Well, nice to meet
With
you.
an I.
With an I. Incredible.
It's short for Terranok, but I just go by Terry. It's easier.
Oh, Terry. Thank you.
Terry, not Terry. Terry.
Oh, I heard with an I. Okay, I got it.
Terranok. But yeah, he points over to his left. Would be the west. The hospital's west facing, so it'd be north. There we go, north passage where a row of turbo lifts are located. Yeah, it's just once you take the turbo lift, the waiting area is just to your immediate right. Take that hallway down about 15 feet and take another right, and that's where the waiting room is. Just don't go anywhere else besides that, and I should be fine.
I won't. Thank you, Terry. And Ego will push off from the counter reluctantly and then start making his way towards the thing, look back over his shoulder, and then just shake his head and then keep walking.
Fucking collecting hearts like Pokemon. I love it. All right.
As soon as Ego's in the list, it's just like...
I fucking love it. Okay, you make your way up to the level B, and the turbo lift doors open to you. That's not the door sound I want. That's for like cargo ships and shit. That was way too heavy duty. Where's all my doors at? That's not right. Hold 1 second while I correct that error. There we go. There we go. Doors open up. You walk out, take an immediate right. You walk 15 feet, and you come to a T-section, or a four-way intersection. You can continue further down, which appears to be the location of where all the hospital rooms are. You can take the right, where the waiting room is. And then to the left, there's another area where another section of the hospital rooms. You got so the room ahead of you, or the corridor ahead of you, the overhead sign says operation room. Yeah, operation room. The rooms to your left say that would be
just a list of numbers.
Yeah, a list of numbers. So yeah, the OR is directly ahead of you, which you know is where Dr. Cratalo would have been for surgery. But you know the hallway to your left is where she currently is. She was treated in the OR. She's no longer in the OR because she's recovering. That's right. There we go. So she would be in the hallway to your left, as you would know. There we go. Processing all this stuff, you know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know these things very well.
It's no worries. I have the number that was given to me by Jay. And the waiting room is in the opposite direction of that.
Correct.
So I'm going to pop into the waiting room just to see if Jay is in there. Like, just stick my head in.
They would have. They're actively isolating the doctor in case she is being held in against her will. So yeah, you check in the waiting room, and you do spot Jay. He tried to listen in as long as possible, but eventually they did catch on to him and kicked him out of the hospital area. So you see the very timid Imperial, who dressed in civilian garb. Hey,
buddy.
Tried to, stay as close as I could to the doctor, but they're very adamant about keeping her isolated. Injuries like that tends to raise red flags with government officials. So I've just been keeping my eye on the hallway, make sure she's not being relocated or anything of that nature. So
They're still in there.
they are still in there. Yes.
Cool. And you've been taking care to call her the navigator. Not the doctor.
No, they haven't asked me any questions yet. So
Great. Okay, good.
the kid is probably not really good at lying. Not answering questions is probably the best idea.
Three. Oh, and Chap all went.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right.
Where did I put this kid? Where is this kid? I need to find him. Okay, but yeah, go continue.
All right. Here's the thing. Our pilot is, I think, face first with a fire alarm right now. So, given the signal, it will go off.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to cause a little bit of noise with the officials, whoever they are. Just enough that just enough so that someone can extract the doctor without too much difficulty. Okay? All I need you to do is nothing. Do nothing. If you feel like you want to do something, don't.
So do I just stay here?
Yes. Until I leave, you do nothing.
Okay. Hey, all right. Whatever you say. I don't want to upset anybody, so yeah, I'll stay here. No problem.
Caveat. So this is a little asterisk next to that. So the primary directive is do nothing. Caveat. If for some reason things like in your mind when you assess the situation, as I know you're very capable of doing, you are a trained doctor. Yes.
Medical assistant.
You're trained. Once you take an assessment, I need you to act on your best instinct. And the best instinct would be leave.
Okay, I can do that.
Great. I have full confidence in you, Jay.
Doesn't sound like it, shit. Oh boy, yeah, this kid very much so. This kid's very distraught because you see his eagerness to want to help. He's very adamant about trying to prove his worth to the crew, but he feels helpless. In fact, B4 is here too, the droid. So the two of them together are just kind of the droid himself is just buzzing with has a frustration as he was given a directive to oversee care of the doctor alongside the medical staff of this establishment. So these two are chomping at the bit to do something. But Jay Recluse is back into himself as he's being instructed to not do anything unless he deems the situation requires him to make a quick and hasty exit. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ego is going to leave Jay and head down the hall once again taking that concerned affect.
All right. Wait, what was that? Okay. Nope. I think I lost Jay's character sheet. That's great. That is just great.
Just give him 20 ranks and everything. Call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is wonderful for me. I gotta recreate that character sheet.
Oh, no. Whatever shall we do?
Okay.
Just pull up Darth Vader's sheet. And that's
Yeah,
what
I don't think you want him to have that. Okay, our scene's gonna transition over from Ego and Jay as Ego makes his way back out into the hallway to a split screen between Kesh and Oho. Kesh, I need a follow-up stealth check as well from you. Ego or Oho, you're making your way. You made your way into the ER passageway. Have a good night, Ego. Thank you for joining us. Great role play. And good checks so far. Oho, let's change the pace here a little bit. Oho, you make your way into the door through the doorway of the emergency room. Immediately to your to the front of you, continues on towards the emergency operation room. To the left is the staff passageway that leads to one of the staff elevators and or turbo lifts, as well as some supply rooms and additional medical rooms. I'm assuming, Oho, you're making your way to the turbo lift to make your way up to the level
Yes,
B, or
but I'm also checking to see if there are any medical scrubs anywhere nearby loose that I may be able to retrieve.
no scrubs easily accessible. You would find, however, a doctor's lab coat hanging off a hook in the. Okay. You don that quickly and in a single fluid motion, and make your way to the turbo lift and ascend. Are you going directly to level B or towards an upper level, or what's your destination?
No, I'm going to level B where the doctor is.
Kesh, you make your way through. Let me take a look at your stealth roll. This is going to be a hard difficulty as well. A lot of activity, so you got to time yourself precisely.
If need be, I can bank the 2 triumphs that I used to get 2 automatic successes, if need be. But I'll keep them reserved depending on the...
You're not going to need it. Not with that roll.
Yeah, well, it's 10 successes, 3 advantages.
Holy shit. Okay, hard difficulty.
Yeah. Good luck trying to find cash at all. This is
Cashing in a
terrifying.
token.
It's 2 people
Cashing in a token to upgrade a difficulty. Here we go. Give me a despair. Fuck!
Ooh, just missed it.
God damn it. Needed a despair. That's all I needed.
Just missed it by 8 successes.
I literally walked in front of a doctor.
I didn't need to beat the fucking the stealth. I needed to generate a despair to fuck you guys' day up.
I literally a worker says, "Are you meant to be here?" And I'll just turn and look at him and go, "Yes," and just keep going. And he's like, "Okay." Just don't ignore it.
Yeah, so you time your pace as well with some of the inbound staff who are currently unloading a cargo container full of medical supplies. As they make their way in, You follow up behind them. They break left. You take an immediate right into a stairwell. You're at the southwestern corner of the facility. The stairwell is a fire escape stairwell. So there has full access to the entire building itself. It goes all the way up, uninterrupted.
I'm going to make a note of that. This is if it's literally going up and down the entire hospital, then this is a very quick and direct exit should we need a quick exit.
Yeah, it has access to all 6 levels.
Keep that in mind.
Okay. Are you using the stairwell, or are you going to continue down the passageway? You have the stairwell at the northwestern corner, and then there's a passageway that continues down further, which would have access to some turbo lifts. But you'll risk running into people taking that path. And then it takes a sharp left and leads towards the reception area at the western side of the facility.
No, I'm going to stick to the stairwell. Less people. The goal is to get to the doctor as quickly as possible. It's get to the doctor as quickly as possible. So it's get to level 2. Effectively, time if anyone goes by. Get into the hallway and just keep staying out of people's eye lines.
Okay. All right. So you're on the western side of the structure. Oho, you're on the eastern side.
Yeah,
you
probably
guys
would have pointed out that I'll get the doctor. You can go ahead and make like I said, the poltergeist of the place,
Yep.
unseen mayhem to get the people furthest away from the doctor's room so that I can get them up.
All right. Chav.
Yeah.
So we see these two making their way simultaneously up the hospital. Chav, you are seeing transitions to you standing idly by next to a fire alarm.
Yeah, casually. I'm not an idiot, just sitting with my hand over it. But I very casually in the vicinity where basically with what could mechanically be known as an incidental action, hit the fire alarm.
Okay. You take a look around. You spot as Ego makes his way over to the turbolifts after a extended period of conversation with the Celestin at the receptionist desk, known as Terranok, or Terry for short. You now find yourself to be the only person on the main level, on the floor, on ground level. You know by this point, Kesh and Oho should be in the building. It's just a matter of timing at this point.
I have my comms as sneakily as I can.
Okay.
And just looking like I am anxiously waiting for somebody to be brought down or something like that. Just
you're not. So
I would say that Oho's method of communication with Chav would be that instead of actually communicating something through the comm, would be opening the channel, closing the channel 3 times. So there's just a very subtle static, it's quiet, static, quiet, static, quiet, and that would be them.
I like that. Minimal form of communication.
Yep.
Chav, you're not waiting in the receptionist waiting area directly. You're just south of it by this standalone fire alarm system. Not directly over it, obviously, to avoid suspicion, but you're in proximity. You're maintaining this visage of anxiety. Go ahead and give me a. We have performance.
Perception. I think it would be either deception,
Deception,
or
yeah.
maybe space piloting.
You're out of your fucking mind.
You could talk me into a gunnery check.
Go ahead and give me a deception check. This would be, you got a bunch of eyes on you, but these guys are
but
just
they're
commoners.
also looking at other people.
Yeah. So this will be an average difficulty to maintain a visage of concern to the public. This we don't need
Deception
that.
check, average difficulty. I got it all here. Good to go.
And let it rip. 1 success, 2 threats. Okay. What do those threats look like?
There's a chihuahua.
You can. I will happily hand you over 2 triumphs if need be, so you can get to successes if you want.
He succeeded the check. I'm just trying
I
to.
just needed to succeed. It's just there's. So I successfully do my thing,
Okay.
but something else happens.
Yeah. Ooh. As you're waiting idly by, you do. You're maintaining a level of vigilance, but trying to remain discreet about it. You watch as a security detachment makes its way into the hospital and begins to beeline it for the turbo lift. The security team. You're able to deduce this is probably local law enforcement coming to secure the area. It's a team of 4, what appears to be 4 law enforcement.
Oho and Kesh are going to get a slow click on and off of the comms 4 times.
I would say that what Oho does when he
There's
gets
an
that,
acknowledging click of
he activates the thermal of his eye.
Okay.
And Cash is looking for a way to disrupt the power on level 2.
Okay. So if you're looking to disrupt power, you're looking for a level of blackout. That's going to be in the basement level of this hospital. You got to knock it. Which that also means we need to have Rawl.
Yeah. Rawl would have been involved.
Yeah.
So Rawl would be down. We got to get Rawl down there. Fuck. Have him do a stealth check. He has a stealth suit. Let's see what that looks like.
Yeah, he
question though. Does Rawl need to get there? Because Rawl has the implant thing. Wouldn't he be able to just access the information to know that it is at the basement and then lead Cash to the basement?
Ooh.
Because
he doesn't even need his computer to do that. He has that feat that allows him to get a blueprint of understand a blueprint or a layout of a structure.
Yeah, so Rawl could have potentially just gotten Cash's lead Cash there, knowing that Cash has the stealth ability, and then Oho's already on stealth going to the doctor.
Yeah, So in that case, retconning a bit, and just that way Cash goes basement level instead of going straight up. Because if it's meant to be poltergeist, turning off all the power, stopping the turbo lifts, as well as doing a 2-click to say found exit towards Oho, which is
the building or ship's design. Okay, he needs to make a hard knowledge check to pull this off. Okay. Known schematic. Does he have any boosts to that? Nope. Just a hard difficulty. All right. Known. Hard knowledge. Education. Hard education check. Okay. Let's do that. Hard difficulty. Would you guys like to cash in any light side tokens to upgrade his ability die?
Yeah, we have to try them so we can use.
That's fair. All right, I'm going to pass the dice over to you, Oho.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not going to roll this for you guys because I don't want to succeed for you guys.
Did you hear that? Our GM said that he didn't want us to succeed.
We already know this.
Hush! Oh my god! Hush!
All right, Oho, you should receive those dice now.
What dice am I receiving?
You should receive the dice from Rawls.
When you click on the thing, there should be a bunch of dice that pop up kind of like in there.
Oh, I basically like refresh and was going to, because I need to refresh every time that I need to select a new character. So I was selecting Raul.
Sorry,
So,
I did that for you. So the dice are already in your pool. You just got to select them. So if you click the blue D20 in the bottom left, it'll open up the tray and you'll see the dice there.
Okay, please stand by. Your Edge of Empire game is important to us.
Gold leader standing by.
GM leader standing by.
Well, fucking take a seat. Why don't you? Too slow. Any day now.
Is it loading?
It's doing something. It's getting there.
Dude.
Nothing that a couple of hours won't fix. Jesus Christ.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Sponsors. RPG Sessions. If you guys like not having to calculate your own dice rolls, it's a great substitution for physical dice. I do have physical dice, however, doing the mental math of counteracting symbols can be quite a daunting endeavor. So check out RPG Sessions for your next narrative dice system gameplay.
RPG Sessions, if you're listening, get your shit together, though. Respectfully, we appreciate you, but please.
Yeah, you guys have a great product. However, your servers seem to be overloaded lately.
Which we get it, and we appreciate you, and we love your system.
You're still loading?
Hey, I'm back now, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be. Oh, at all? There
Yes.
we go.
Hey! Whoa! Shit! That's not all. That's too much dice. What the fuck?
Nope, you passed them to him. That's what he's got.
That's not what I passed. What's his ability? He only has 5 and 3, I believe. Either way, you got 2 on the proficiency, 3 on the ability. I think maybe 4. Let me double check what his his knowledge check is. Education. Oh yeah, he doesn't even have proficiency die for his education. So minus those 3 proficiency. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 versus 2 failures. That's 3 successes. 3 advantages. Nope. Those advantages are canceled out by the threat. So, 2 successes. Flat. He succeeds his check. He, what it looks like is roll kind of, he takes in the structure, his cerebral implant, the computer brain implant, begins to spin up as he begins to look up the building's location, starts to infiltrate into the city schematics to try and pull up the building's blueprints. Easily does so, and begins to give a step-by-step walkthrough of how to avoid direct confrontation to any local security systems, localized security systems like cameras, RFID card readers, and so on and so forth, to get you the direct most route to the basement level of the hospital. Kesh, you are led step by step. He even uses, let's give him a computer check as well to infiltrate the systems to, or the security cameras to help avoid direct line of sight. I'm going to pass this time to Chav.
Okay, I am showing 2 proficiency dice, 2 ability dice, 3 difficulty die, and an upshift of 1.
Yep, that is correct.
Okay.
Okay. He does not gain access to any direct line of sight cameras.
Yes, do you want to hand a triumph?
Ooh, that is true. You could use a triumph to succeed. All right, good enough. You guys,
You get 2 triumphs.
you only needed 1 to succeed. So you guys still have 1 triumph left. Rawl gets, utilizing his new implant, manages to infiltrate the security systems of this hospital. He's maintaining a close proximity to the hospital, but he's outside to maintain as much ambiguity during this whole process. He starts giving you a walkthrough. Tells you as you reach the bottom of the stairs, wait 3 seconds. As the camera, there's a security camera that is currently panning to the right, which will allow you to access the door directly in front of you without being seen. You wait 3 seconds. He says go. You cross through, gain access to the door, enter into the sub-level of the hospital, and you see a generator sitting before you at this time. Massive generator that is big enough to power the entire hospital independently from the power grid should the power go out in the vicinity. Yes, Chav.
While this is happening, I wish to attempt to delay this security force.
Ooh. They are currently feet away from the turbo lift. You decide now is the time.
The turbo lift, how similar to a modern elevator are we talking?
I would say identical.
Perfect. Then as they enter, Chav is going to sprint towards it saying, hold the door, and dive in with them.
Ooh. Okay.
Like doing his best to last second before he enters, then make himself seen and slide in so that nobody has a moment to be like, sir, you need to stay back, or click the button to close it or something like that.
Okay. Give me a this is an average coordination check to slip through the doors without triggering the safety feature that forces the doors back open and prevent.
Coordination, not my best skill, but let's see what we got. Okay. 4 successes, 5 advantages.
Okay. 5 advantages. How could that look?
Just tell me that what I do next works.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're in the elevator, and I'm not giving you the automatic success to whatever you're doing. You're crazy.
Well, no, because what I'm doing next shouldn't require a roll.
Okay.
So it's just kind of slides in, door closes behind him. Whew, thought I was gonna miss it, and then I want to know what floor they pushed.
Level B.
They're going down?
No. The floors are alphabetized, so you're currently on floor A. B is a next level up. C and D. So yeah, instead of level 1, 2, or 3, I went alphabetized because I like to be weird.
Are there sub levels?
Basement level 1 and 2.
I would like, and I don't know if the elevator is going to work this way. In hopes that it does work this way, that maybe the elevator would favor this level of coding,
Mhm.
I would like to push basement level 2
Ooh.
in
Go
hopes
ahead.
that the elevator goes down before it goes up to level 2. Because
You have
my
5
hope,
advantage. Yeah.
my hopes was that, like, if this was going to level 6, I was going to accidentally push every button in between, so that would stop at every floor.
Yeah, sorry. I put the doctor on level 2, on level B. My bad,
Exactly,
dog.
so I couldn't do that. So now the guess is I'm trying to get it to go the other way.
Yeah, that's my bad. I probably should have put the doctor on the top level to make it easier for me, but I didn't. I gave you guys a pretty easily accessible out, and I probably shouldn't have.
So I have 5
Doing
advantages.
us.
I have 5 advantages after I
I'll-
push that.
Yeah,
Does
I'll
start
give it.
going
I'll
down.
give that to you. The before the doors are closed, or before the doors fully close, you quickly hit basement level 2. Because you know if the doors close before then, it's going to go with whatever was input first. But you give that, you quickly react and slap the button. Woo. All right. The
Or maybe I
security
hit it
team.
right before they actually did, or something like that. Whatever it was.
You know what? That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the advantages that you see them enter the elevator, they're going for the button, and you rush in, slide through the doors narrowly, slam into the guy, back into the guy that was about to push the button, make it look accidental and everything with all those advantages. And he just kind of looks at you like, what the fuck? And you're like,
As
My
that
bad, my bad.
happens, kind of like slip the comm open so that Oho and Kesh can hear me, and just kind of sorry, I just gotta, and because I'm wearing my mechanic's jumpsuit right now, just gonna literally just be like, sorry, I heard that there's a big spill. It's biohazard, so I gotta go get down there and clean it up. You guys were going up. I'm sorry. It'll be quick. This turbo is fast.
he kind of just gives this very disgruntled sigh.
You can be disgruntled. That's fine. You're buying them time. Which basement level is Kesh going to?
2.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm already there. And hearing that, I just kind of like sigh and realize there's no way for me to figure out where the secondary backup generator is. So everything in here is about to get quite a few blaster shots from the main.
No. Just don't be by the turbo lift. Because they
Oh, no,
don't want to
let
be here.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying, like, as soon as here we are, basement level 2. Everything turns off. Just waiting for that.
No.
Interesting.
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay. So as this is going, as Shav is slipping into the turbo lift, Kesh, you're faced with this massive engine that acts as a backup power source for the hospital should the event of a blackout take place. You are also aware that there are very possibly lives dependent on this power. Taking it out can potentially facilitate the death of many people that are dependent on this, but the moral of the question is, does the benefit outweigh the cost? These people are aligned with the Empire, which is in direct conflict of your affiliation. Your affiliation.
Mm-hmm.
It is in line with the morals of rebellion. However, these are civilians.
It is not in line with what I have been trained to do.
So, the question is, what do you do?
Is there a way for me to do a timer. Turn it off for a brief amount of time, enough for Oho to get the doctor and potentially Jay. Get them out, and then everything turns back on, almost like a fault, a glitch in the electrical grid.
A temporary blackout that lasts only seconds. This will
Or-
cause...
Or minutes, depending on how long Oho needs.
That's a question left up to the team. You guys have not really discussed how much time you need to extract the doctor. I think this is the time
We just
to
need
open
to,
up.
Yeah.
we just need the distraction. Like we don't need to have the full blackout. So like we don't need to destroy like both
Mhm.
like the regular generator and the backup generator. We just need enough distraction to get the people that are where the doctor is focused on something else. So even if there's a shutdown before the backup generator kicks in,
You do know that the security team that just arrived is currently in an elevator.
Hmm.
So the blackout will trap them in a fucking tube, which will
With
help
Chav.
Oho's situation. So
What would you
That's-
guys suggest right now? If we're needing a distraction, would a temporary glitch work?
I mean, it can.
this is a very, very morally complex situation for the group.
This is an above table one though, because like Chav has no idea about this happening, and the things of it. So Matt says this could work. They could just kind of like hang on, and then when the power comes back up, all right, fine, let's continue. I mean, we'll have to see if we're counting on them like what's like very Metal Gear Solid guard style, just, you know, what was that, and then walk out so that you can just beats the crap out of them Arkham Knight style. I mean, that could happen, but I don't know how these NPCs are programmed.
I will say, Oho, you're probably just outside of the doctor's room at this point in time.
I need to know if in a hallway or any area near where the doctor is, there is any window of any kind, any access, like any glass panels, anything that would potentially be.
There are windows. However, these windows are. I mean, you have a tool that can easily bypass this, but these windows are extremely heavy duty, designed to prevent any breakage from the inside or out to a scale. They're not meant to be open, so. If you plan to go out a window, you're going to have to use a very, very specific tool to get out that way. That's just basic hospital design.
Mm.
So now I know that Chav is not near the fire alarm.
Not entirely untrue.
Oh,
I'm in a turbo lift. There would be a fire alarm in there.
That's fair. That's a fair assumption. Yeah.
alone.
Huh?
You're also not alone, which means
True.
if you're invaded, then you become more suspicious by adding yet another thing with you that's weird. How many people are in the room with the doctor? Since I have thermal.
There is
75 fully armed soldiers.
There's currently 2 detectives in the that are just now leaving the room with the doctor. They make their way to the central the desk that is centralized throughout the hospital room, where all the nurses kind of delegate tasks and duties to the rest of the staff. So this desk has direct line of sight on all of the rooms.
They are exiting with the doctor
No, the doctor's still in the room.
by herself.
They just got done questioning her.
If Oho sends a confirmation static, there would be a fire alarm in the generator itself, and Chav did mention that he was going to deal with a spillage in sub-basement 2.
Which is your direction, yeah.
Yeah, if Kesh hits the fire alarm, it maintains his directive. It allows Oho to grab the doctor because he is in a lab coat and she is a patient. And also gives Chav legitimacy as to why he's going down to sub-basement 2.
I'm going to go into the room with the doctor and take in the room. Are there windows in the room?
There is a window, yes.
Okay.
You enter into the room shortly, almost immediately after the detectives leave the proximity. I'm not even gonna have you roll stealth because your shit is insane. Actually, fuck that. We're doing a roll.
Okay.
I'm not nerfing myself like that. Absolutely not.
And now, just to be clear, this area that you're saying that they're walking toward, did I walk through the same area, or did I go through a different?
So, directly to the left is a centralized receptionist desk kind of area. This desk is centralized around the entire perimeter, centralized to the perimeter of the hospital beds that line this corridor.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the two detectives exit out the room 27 and make their way towards their back to you, to the reception desk. The door is immediately accessible to you as it's slowly starting to close.
I just wanted to know if whether or not I had to go through this like reception desk visual section as I arrive to this door, or if by going through the.
No, you don't. The desk is centralized, so you don't have to go to the desk. It's just it has direct line of sight in all of the rooms. So you can bypass the desk, especially potentially as dressed as a doctor. There's a chance that they don't put any 2 and 2 together. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I need you to make a stealth check if you're going to try and slip past without making contact with anybody. It's a hard difficulty with a challenge of 2. With the security investigator on the field. Yeah.
Stealth check. What is the difficulty?
Hard difficulty, challenge of 2.
Do I
So
get a
upgrade
boost because of the coat, the lab coat?
as if you need it, but sure. Damn it, I didn't get a fucking despair. Fuck. I just need a little bit of an edge here.
It's still a bit of an edge. We still need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. You slip past. You. It's a fluid motion. You see them exit the doctor's medical room, and as the door begins to close, you slip in, reducing your profile enough to let the door pass by you uninterrupted and close behind you. You are now alone in the room with the doctor. You're on the second level. There is a window. It is a pretty thick window, but you do have a window.
I think the first thing that O is going to do is, as soon as he enters, he starts walking he's checking the room. So there's window. Is there a ventilation system? Is
There-
there
yeah.
like a restroom location? And then as soon as he enters, he just looks at the doctor just to see how, like, whether she's like awake, or like groggy awake, or like super awake. And
Go on.
what have you told him?
The doctor herself is very much in a bit of a haze. She's not. She's got her wits about her, but the anesthesia still has a bit of a hold on her. You do see the ventilation. There's a restroom accessible to her should she need to, and you can see the laser stitching on her chest that indicates that she had a heart surgery. She looks at you and I told them I don't know who I am. It's a very common side effect with anesthesia, forgetting one's identity. It can buy me some time.
Okay. So this is the question that I have. If I were to lead the doctor out the door, the area through which I came, would I still need to walk in the vicinity of where the security people and the reception is?
Yes. You literally pass by them by feet. They're 6 feet away from the door.
Gotcha. And that's as far as they are with the... Okay, never mind.
10 feet at most.
This is going to be a weird question, but how long is Dr. Cortala? She has hair? I don't know if she's like a different area.
Long white hair, about mid-back length.
Mid-back length. Okay. Ojo is methodical. The first thing he does is he goes, checks out the window, looks down. As he looks down, he tries to focus himself, because basically what I want to do is I want to roll my force die to see if he feels like he can pull enough of the force through him to do the idea that he has in mind, and that if not, he then needs to go to plan B.
Okay. What's the idea?
He wants to use move to literally use the force to descend Cortala through the window.
Ooh. Interesting. Very interesting. I would say you would have a very good understanding of your capabilities with the Force. You've done amazing feats so far. You've pulled the roof down on a underground tunnel on top of pursuing Tukata. You've redirected falling bombs from a TIE Punisher bomber. Your command over the ability move could afford you the delicate precision it requires to lower a living person down to the ground by way of the Force. You also have rope and grappling hook at your disposal as well.
I have. The force will be faster.
Yeah.
But also knows that the force is a fickle thing. So that's why he's sort of like trying to focus on the force first. Because he's not going to try to use the force while Cortala is halfway down and potentially together.
Go ahead. I mean, if you're going to do this, it has to be a quick and fluid motion. So you're probably going to want to open up the window by whatever means you can.
This is the way that I see this going, is he enters, he checks, he like locks eyes on the doctor. How are you doing? As he's doing that, he's just basically telling her, close your eyes. As he's doing that, takes the saber. Literally, he walks, as he's walking past the window, he ignites it makes it basically go through and pierce through the glass and just goes bam, 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 bam. And then it's that like moving. And it's just the hand to kind of go and just leaning, like just kind of having that lean for the glass. And as he's saying that, he basically is lowering the glass. He's asking the question. His hand turns off the saber, belts it, takes out his dagger, asks the doctor, "Are you attached to your hair?"
Let's see. Her wound threshold is about 6 now. She had 3 days to recover, so she's down to 3. Okay. Let's have her make a discipline check. What's your charm?
Like two green. He's not trying to charm though. This is like
I'm due for a haircut.
she's answering. He's already grabbing the hair closer to the neck area, cutting. And he is taking the coat and giving it to her.
Okay.
But I need to roll my force die.
Go ahead and make that roll for me.
So I'm going to take a point of strain so that I can increase my force rating by 1. You are kidding me. You are kidding me.
You could still potentially succeed if you choose to convert some points. You are not morally bound to the light side. You could potentially use it, but it does come with a cost, obviously. Point of strain per point you convert. How desperate is Oho for this moment?
Not desperate. He has his grappling gun. So I feel like the moment that he senses the force, kind of like leaning into this, I'm gonna play differently because Oho doesn't really play or interact with the force in the light dark the way that Sith would. So to him, mechanically speaking, getting dark side points to Oho doesn't mean using the dark side of the force. It means whether or not the stability within the force
That's fair.
is something to trust currently. It's almost like the idea of the force is a fickle
is talking to him. Yeah.
And right now, the way that it's communicating is not a way that Oho feels is reliable. And so it's kind of like a respect for the entity of like, I'm not going to mess with you right now because I do not think that you and I are in alignment.
That's fair. It's a very cool understanding of the force.
And so
force's relationship.
The moment that he probably was doing that feeling as he was opening the glass, sensing that it didn't work, turning the lightsaber off, going to the doctor, cutting her hair, giving her the rope. As she's getting up with it, he would be taking the grappling gun and basically shooting it on the ceiling right next to the glass.
Okay.
And then offering his hand to the doctor.
Okay. Kesh, what is your move at this time?
And so here's
We'll come back.
Everybody has earpieces, right?
Not earpieces, but communication.
I don't. Kesh does not. I have a comm link, but you can, since it's just you and the doctor, you can talk in the comm link now.
I just want to make sure.
I feel like
because the
Tell
issue.
Chav.
I think
Oh.
I'm just going to do the signal of the 3 button, the 3 press, which is the signal for the fire alarm. And then he's going to say, provided that Chav has an earpiece, obviously nobody's hearing this around him. Package on the move. I like.
With
Alright.
that, as soon as that kind of happens, Chav only had like dropping a few. Actually, am I still in the elevator when this happens?
By this point, let me conclude what Cash is doing first before we continue. Cash, what are you doing?
Hearing the 3 taps, because that would be my cue. It's more like because I've got an ear out for the elevator because no one's coming down. As soon as I hear the like ding or like the door opening, fire alarm gets hit.
Okay. Are you facilitating any disruption to the power grid?
My obligation to the Chiss ascendancy is causing me to think outside the box. There are too many innocents. They are, the way Ketch is seeing it, they are a victim of the Empire's oppression, not actual Imperial soldiers firing blasters.
Okay.
They are innocents. They're in between life and death. It is not worth compromising that level of morality.
Okay. So you come to that conclusion. You turn around and you see a fire alarm system planted against the wall. You walk over, grab the lever, trigger it. Just as the alarm fires off, Chav, the doors to your elevator open.
Would they?
And
It would be at the time when the doors open, like hearing the elevator door open is like 3, 2, 1. As soon as Chav is like, "Hey, I'm down here," it's like, like immediately like, hit the fire alarm.
If that's the case, then what I would like to do is slip out of the. Well, actually, no, I can just ride this out. When the doors open, because most modern elevators have a. What I literally just looked it up. Fucking. Hold, please. It's going to bug
Safety
me.
release?
Phase 1 emergency recall, which means that when a fire alarm goes off, they immediately proceed to a designated floor, which is usually the main level, and stay there, opening their doors and ignoring other calls. Which would mean that as soon as the door opens, he hits the fire alarm, they would close again, and they would be on their way back to the ground level. And hearing that and knowing everything that's happening, Chav would go, man, I mean, well, people are going to evacuate anyway. I wouldn't want to be down there with a bunch of sewage anyway.
all right. Our scene transitions from Chav, the exterior of the elevator, as the door quickly slams shut and elevate to the main level. Transitions to Kesh as he makes his way towards the fire escape stairwell.
Mm-hmm.
Transitions once more to the exterior of the hospital as Oho begins to descend via his grapple gun with Dr. Kurtala in hand. The signal now tripped. Ego and Jarvis or Jay, along with B4, begin to make their way to the stairwell as well. The rest of this journey is going to be diced. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's episode of Star Wars Edge of the Empire. Supply and demand. Doctor clearly in high demand. Tonight's episode was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you next week for the continuation of this extraction operation. Take care and good night. Wrong button.